Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent. Today I'm building around Scarf Mienshao for Sword and Shield OU. Then I will be testing out the team on the Pokemon Showdown ladder. This Pokemon is going to do very well against more offensive teams. We destroy Zeraora with Scarf Reckless High Jump Kick. High Jump Kick does get the Reckless boost because it's not only recoil damage, it's recoil and potential crash damage that gets the Reckless boost, so High Jump Kick is affected. We of course have knockoff for ghost types. Dragapult is the main target right there. And then I did want Rock Slide because it's able to beat down Volcarona even after a Quiver Dance because of our speed tier. What I need to consider though when adding new Pokemon is what switches into my Mienshao that I can U-turn out on. So I guess the Pokemon that come into mind off the top of my head are Clef, Hippo, Pex, and Slowbro. So Dragapult would do well against all of them except for Clef. Although I kind of want to use a Hydreigon anyway, so Hydreigon could be good. I could run Flash Cannon to hit Clef and weaken it into range of High Jump Kick too. Not the worst idea. It's just a bit tricky because if Pex is able to live one Draco, which I think it does, it could Toxic me back, so we'll still run Hydreigon. It's able to hit the other two very well, Slowbro and Hippo, and we'll add a Pokemon that's able to threaten Pex and Clef after this. Let's go Life Orb, of course. A lot of people have been running Roost Nasty Plot, but I still like the Nasty Plot 3 attack set better. Maybe it's just me, but having more coverage just opens up more options in my opinion. Let's go Flamethrower. We of course want Timid Nature in this metagame because of Urshifu. I liked it when you could get away with running Modest, but I guess back then Kyurem was a thing anyway. Kyurem was very relevant in the last metagame, but at this point, what do I need? So let's focus on Clef first. What can I hit a Clefable with? A good Steel type would definitely be nice. I've ran Drill in my last 3 videos, so we're not going to do that. I don't think Zone would benefit the team much because Mienshao's High Jump Kick destroys Corviknight, and we have the triple coverage in Hydreigon, which does include Flamethrower, so I don't really see the point in running Zone. I guess the Steel Beam could be good to catch Hippo, but if anything we can just add a Pokemon that's able to get momentum on Hippo again, so I guess I could add Scissor again. I ran Scissor a few days ago as well, and it did a lot of work. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I love Choice Band Scissor. Let's go Technician with Bullet Punch. We'll run U-Turn, Knockoff, and Superpower. And then the speed tier that I want is for Aegislash and Tyranitar. Mainly Aegislash. I think Tyranitar gets destroyed by Bullet Punch, but if I happen to run into a random Specs Aegislash, I want to make sure I can outspeed it and hit it with a Knockoff before getting destroyed by Shadow Ball. Then we'll go with an Adamant Nature and move on. So this is great. We do get momentum on Hippo against this too. It doesn't threaten Pex though, which is a Pokemon I really don't want to get 6-0'd by, so I need something for that. Even a knockoff could be enough because we have knockoff on Scissor, but if I'm knocking off into Pex, they get a free Toxic, so I need something that can knock off but not care about Toxic. And I say knockoff is good is because if I knock off the Black Sludge, Hydreigon is actually going to beat it 1v1, whereas it wouldn't without it, right? So what can I do? Knock off users that don't care about Toxic. I mean, Scissor obviously doesn't, but they can just spam it, right? Because obviously I'm not doing much damage with the knockoff after, so what should I do here? Is Clefable the only knockoff user that takes Toxic? What should I do? I think it is, right? I don't want to rely on Crawdaunt right now. Dark Spam could be fun, but we already have nice priority. I don't think the Aqua Jet would do much for us. We have a good way around Volk too, so yeah, I don't think Crawdaunt's the way to go. I guess we'll just go Clef right here for a good way to check Zera and Urshifu as well. Honestly, this isn't really much of a Zera check. I should add something else for it as well. In fact, I might just add Ferrothorn right now. The good thing about running Ferrothorn is I would not have to run Rocks on Clef, meaning I could run Flamethrower or Teleport even. Let's see, so I definitely want Knockoff and Moonblast, that's obvious. We'll go Soft Boiled, and then I think I actually run Flamethrower because it's able to hit Drill on the switch, in which currently if I run into Mold Breaker Drill, that's annoying, and I definitely want to weaken it, so let's go ahead and run that, and then yeah, we're gonna add Rocks Pharaoh as the Zera check on this 5th slot right here. Let's finish the Clef first though. We definitely want 4 in Spidef. We'll go minus attack, make it leftovers with Magic Guard, and then the Ferrothorn is going to be, I guess Gyro Ball is the better set because I want to weaken Fairy types for my main offensive core right here, being my Mienshao Hydreigon. So yeah, we'll definitely run that. I'll make this the Stealth Rocker, and then we'll go Knock Off and Leech Seed on these other two moves. So now we have, oh, this is also another Knock Off user that doesn't care about Toxic. I didn't even realize it until now. How did I forget about Ferrothorn? Jeez, okay, so we have 3 knockoff users that don't care about that move now. Like I mentioned though, Scissor is not reliable, but these two are, which is really good. Let's make it Leftovers. Actually, no, let's make it Rocky Helmet. Because if they're clicking Close Combat, I want to get the most out of the Ferrothorn in terms of damage, so... We'll go Max Fizz Def. We of course run minus speed because Gyro Ball is on the set. This can also help out if we run into like random Trick Room Hatterene, which I don't think we would lose to because we have Banded Bullet Punch anyway, but it's nice to have anyway. So let's see what this last mine is going to be now. I really like the team as a whole, but it's a bit slow. I mean, we have Scarf Mienshao in good priority. Hydreigon Speed Tier isn't bad, but something like a Gengar could be really annoying, because Mienshao has to predict against that mon, and Shadow Ball and Sludge Wave is very spammable here, so... something to beat down that would be helpful. So, if I'm worried about Gengar, maybe just like a setup sweeper that can set up on Gengar, that wouldn't be the worst idea. Like, Mandibuzz could end off this team, but I don't want to run Mandibuzz, like, it's kind of a boring pick, and even though I don't have Hazard Control right now, the team honestly doesn't care about hazards. Like, all 4 of these are immune to T-Spikes. We don't really care about Spikes because we have... like, this is Levitating, this has Magic Guard. I guess these two could get annoyed about Spikes, and then Rocks we don't care about. Like, this resists, and then I guess these two take neutral damage, but getting Hazard stacked right here wouldn't be the end of the world, so maybe we can actually forego Hazard Control. So if I'm willing to do that, this last mount shouldn't be weak to Hazards. So it either has to have Heavy Duty Boots, or it just should be like a Steel type or something that doesn't care about T-Spikes and whatnot. I guess the one setup sweeper that runs boots and doesn't care about Gengar very much is Volcarona, which I think we'll just run, right? Volcarona is fun. I mean, it's fun for the user. I hate to get swept by it, but I don't use it too often, so let's just go ahead and do it. Let's run Quiver Dance, and I like to run Flamethrower over Fiery Dance. I definitely think the consistent damage is way better than potential boosts, and then we'll go Bug Buzz and... I guess Psychic. We definitely need Psychic for Pex. This is another way to get rid of that mon, especially if we can get up hazards of our own and knock it. Plus 1 Psychic should be able to do the job. So let's go ahead and run this. We'll go with a Timid Nature, and I believe that will be the team. So we have a few interesting offensive options like Mienshao, Scissor, even Volcarona, but I think the defensive core should be able to help us check opposing offense. It's just Dragapult is going to be a bit of a problem if it's like choice specs, but let's go ahead and get a game. Alright, I have a game right now. My opponent has a pretty good matchup against me right here. I definitely hate the fact that Blissey walls both of my primary wall breakers, being Hydreigon and Volcarona, but we do have ways around Blissey using Mienshao and Scissor. The problem is they have great responses to those two as well, so I don't really know how I approach this. Specs Dragapult is going to be an issue, just spamming Shadow Ball. Yeah, my Clef is Fizz Def, so it doesn't take 2 of those. I think what I should do is lead off with my Pharaoh and try to get up my hazards. Obviously, this is nice. I'm gonna go for Rocks. I could also knock immediately. Let's think. If I knocked first... well, who would he Volt here to, is I guess the question. Probably Mandibuzz or Togekiss. He could knock himself if he really wants to. I'm gonna go for a knockoff and see what he does first to, like... I hate the fact that, yeah, he's gonna Volt out, obviously. That Dragapult is so good in the matchup, but... then again, I do have a good Ghost Resist. So he actually goes Blissey here. That's actually good for me, because I can get up Rocks and then Leech Seed after. Oh, he might have just teleported this turn, though. Do I just attack? I already knocked off his boots, so let's just Leech Seed. Like, if anything, he'll just go for, like, an S-Toss, or maybe... like, this is an interesting one, because he's just gonna let me knock this too, which I don't think is worth it for him. So Ferrothorn can give him a little bit of a tough time, but it's not going to, like, win me the game at all by knocking these Pokemon. That's the tricky part about this. And I do want to keep it a bit healthy for Zera, so I think after this turn I'll get it out of here. Yeah, he's just going to spam Giga Drain because he knows he wants the damage for Zera later. And that thing's actually a really big threat. Okay, he might go for Spore. I'm going to hope that he doesn't and that I can get in Clef here. I hope he doesn't Spore. I mean, I can't really afford to stay in, but... I guess I can spam Knockoff a bit. I just hate to take damage. Yeah, he tries to Spore. I want to try to get it on the turn that he's not clicking Spore. So he's just going to continue clicking Giga Drain. Eventually he'll switch, that's the thing. He can't really sit in here forever with the Mungus, so I'm going to force a knock into somebody else, I think. Like, is this really worth it for you? Sure, you get regen, but you're still going to be low. So this is the turn he would switch. So Zera's going to be tricky, but I think if I can predict with Mienshao, we might be able to make this work. Yeah, look, if I don't hide Jump Kick into Dragapult, I can win, but he's still giving me damage into a Mungus, which is really questionable. And then he goes Blissey for the switch, okay. So Blissey's kind of low now. I'm going to Leech Seed here. If he goes hard Amoonguss again... Actually, I think this turn I'll just go hard Clef and throw off Knockoff with that. He goes for the Soft Bolt. I could have healed it. That probably would have been the better play, actually. But I can knock off now. As he goes ahead and throws up a Wish. Yeah, this is going to be a long game. I'm going to get in Scissor here and try to throw off a Knock then. Yeah, because he's going to get an Amoonguss. Nah, the better play is still U-turn. Weaken it some more and go Ferrothorn. Yeah, he's going to try to Spore me there. And it's the same sort of thing. He's just going to continue spamming that attack, and I'm going to get him low. But I'm really wondering how I deal with Zera after this. I mean, I can beat it, right? I have good tools between Priority and Mienshao's Scarf, but I don't know if that alone is going to do it. Alright, we're going to make the Mienshao play this time. Is he actually just stayed in again? Why? He would be so low there, but I can U-turn now. Okay, that's fine though. I mean, it doesn't really matter if Mienshao is weakened. It's just the matter of keeping it around for the speed tier against Zera. But I'm curious what he does right here, because he wouldn't want to sack this. Is this Boots? It is, okay. Good info. I think what I'm going to do then is get in... we're going to go U. He would go Mandibuzz. So I'm going to catch that with it. There's no way you Flamethrower here and just risk Togekiss outright. That would be like such a risky play against my Hydreigon and my Mienshao core. And like Blissey's item is gone and it's taking hazards, so it's even worse against Hydreigon. So he actually goes Amoonguss and I crit it. Yikes. Okay, so now I don't have to worry about Spore or like any of that nonsense. So if I can get a Leech Seed off with Pharaoh, I can do okay, but I don't see that happening. I guess the question is, who do I want to go here? Because we know it's Boots Togekiss, and I don't want to go out into a slower Mon. So I think the best thing to do is take this turn to go Mienshao. I wonder if he Scarf Dragapult. That would be bad too. Could I open up a door for Scissor to sweep in the end? Maybe. He could go Zera and bait, but if he goes Zera, I'm just going to U-turn. Like, I'm never going to click high Jump Kick. Not yet, at least. Like, if anything, he would go Togekiss after going Zera, not the Dragapult, but still. I could also knock off the Togekiss's Boots, but... Actually, that might just be straight up better. Let's see what he does first, like, before I decide. So he opts to go Togekiss. I'm going to U-turn out here. I think I just sack off the Pharaoh. I could also go Clef, but like, it's not smart. Yeah, then I can get in Scissor now, and it's another like tricky turn because I don't want to let him hit me here, but if I give Mandibuzz the free turn, then I'm in a bad spot. I'm gonna Bullet Punch this time. See how he responds. I feel like he's gonna go Mandibuzz and I'm gonna regret not U-turning, but if he stayed in right here, I would lose pretty much, so let's just Bullet Punch. Yeah, I don't want to like let him just knock out Scissor and I lose because of it. That would be so bad. Because I don't have a Flying Resist to pivot in after, right? So what's the point in risking this? And plus, I forced it to Roost anyway, so maybe it's not the worst thing ever. I can go Clef and like knock off or something. It's just like he has a Blissey to pivot in every time, so that makes it a bit more tricky when trying to double around that Mon. But I think this is winnable. I just have to make sure that I don't lose to Zera. Okay, so he actually hard pivots it in now. Took a ton. I think Clef can take two, so I think I go Clef first. I don't want to sack Scissor, obviously. Like, he goes for Volt, I'll get leftovers back, and honestly, he can go Togekiss to threaten me, but he has to flinch. If he goes Blissey... What is Blissey trying to do here? Throw up a Wish, most likely, right? That would make sense. I don't want to passing a Wish into Zera for free. So I think... I don't really have a good way to threaten him, because if I go Mienshao, he just protects to scout my move. Unless he doesn't have Protect. Stealth Rock, Soft-Boiled Wish... Is it really Protect, or it would have to be Seismic Toss, right? Like, I don't think Protect makes sense. So he throws up the Wish. I don't think he has Protect. I'm gonna go for a U-turn. I think it covers any switch he would make anyway. Like, I'm trying to catch Togekiss and throw off more Bullet Punches, right? That's the end goal here. So by doing this, I can get this back in. Sure, he's at full, but now he's in a position where Bullet Punch can 2-hit KO Zera. I'm gonna predict the Mandibuzz this time and go for a U-turn, I think. And if it costs me the game, then so be it. But I don't want to let Mandibuzz in this time. He knows I'm banded. He knows Togekiss is gonna die. We catch the Mandibuzz. Good. Yeah, like, that was a risky maneuver, kind of, but I think it was the better play. Because now I bring this in, and it's another kind of tricky turn, because Draco should kill Mandibuzz, but if he goes Blissey on the Nasty Plot, I could knock that out, I think. Let's see. I'm pretty sure +2 would knock out Blissey. Oh, it doesn't even do that. 56 to 66. I'm just gonna Draco. I could Nasty Plot. But if he U-turns, I'm so, like, that would be so bad. He goes hard Blissey. I wouldn't have even 2-hit KO'd it, despite it taking hazards. That's bad. Oh wait, but Mandibuzz is in range of 2 Bullet Punches. That's actually really huge. So I can force kills with Scizor now. So what we're going to do is get this mon in on the soft-boiled. I think... If I had Jump Kick this turn and I knock out Blissey, it's basically game, but I'm going to try to catch Togekiss again, because now I force a kill with Scizor and there's nothing he can do about it. Mandibuzz gets 2-hit KO'd as we saw, Blissey will die, Togekiss will die, Zera's in range. Okay, good, I like this. So he has to give me a Mon, and depending on what Mon he gives, I get an opening with another Mon. Like, if I knock out Blissey, I can win with a Volk, but he still has a full health to Dragapult, which makes that a bit harder too. So it looks like he's going to give me the Mandibuzz. So Scizor is going to be the win condition this game, it looks like. Out comes the Boots Zera. I have to decide whether I take the hit with Clef or try to keep Clef healthier. I think Mienshao is still worth it. No, we're going to go Clef. As he volts out. He's just going to go Togekiss, right? But the thing with this Togekiss play is it just gives me a kill with Scizor whether he likes it or not. Alright, you know what? I don't think Volcarona is doing anything this game. I'm just going to give him that. He has a Blissey, like a Flank Stab, and like 2 faster mons. So he opts to pivot this in, but I can Flamethrower here to weaken him. Bring this back in and force another KO here. I think it's going to come down to how many kills Scizor can get. I still have 2 more switch-ins after this, which is really nice. But the problem is I think Dragapult's out of range, so he's actually giving me Blissey, which I guess makes sense considering I sacked off my Volk. So now he's gonna go Zera again, like he's been going Zera every time. I have to get plays right with Mienshao at this point, I think. So here's what we're gonna do. If I go Clef, I get 2-hit KO'd. I don't want that, but it could be fine. Hydreigon is able to have the speed tier for Togekiss, so I like that. We're just going to make the Clef play one more time on the Volt. I'm actually questioning why he's volting rather than just clicking Plasma Fists at this point. Like, that's a weird option. Anyway, I'm going to click Soft Boiled here on the off chance he actually lets me do it. I guess it doesn't make a difference, I just knock. Like, he should Air Slash here and just kill me. But he's actually clicking Roost, which doesn't really make sense at all. So I actually got the move off, but it doesn't really make a difference. Assuming he wins this 1v1, it's the same situation. Unless he has Sub. Is that last move Sub and I can't break it? Oh, dude, don't be Sub. Okay, I don't care if you knock me out. I'm trying to get my Scizor back in here. I guess the damage is nice, but it shouldn't matter. I guess it could matter in the terms of, like, Hydreigon's Flash Cannon. I don't know how much that does. Yeah, now I don't know why he's spamming Roost now. Like, what's your idea here? I'm healthy again. You know what's crazy? Should I go, Scizor? He clicks Roost. Like, I don't get it. He's letting me keep a sack. I feel like that's a choke. Oh, that didn't kill? Okay, I just lost. Really? What am I missing? Adamant Choice Band not killing? What is that? Okay, what can I do? I think Clef can maybe solo because Togekiss is in range. Yeah, I think Clef wins. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I don't see how he beats my Clef. So I'm just going to attack here with Flash Cannon. I'm faster. His boots are gone, so if he switches, Togekiss is dead on entry, and I think Clef can solo the mons he has left. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm really questioning why he actually, like, bothered to do all that stuff against my Clef instead of just knocking me out. Now, granted, I thought that Bullet Punch would kill, and that would have been a guaranteed win. I do knock out Togekiss, but, like, I'm gonna give him Hydreigon, obviously. I just have to figure out whether I can beat his team down with Clef plus Scarf Mienshao. Because if I can get Zera in range of knockoff, that's also very big. Oh, this is Boots? Okay. What do you have? Are you physical or special? What's the deal here? The strongest mole. Third strongest mole. Yeah, I Draco. I don't bother clicking anything else. If he Dragon Dances here and he dodges, he wins, but that would be really dumb after all that. Oh, now he's definitely lost. Yeah, I don't know what that was. So, I think to guarantee a win, I just U-turn out with my Mienshao into a knockoff. Why did you Wisp? Yeah, I'm not even going to question this anymore. Like, what was this? So I U-turn here. Put him low enough. Bring this in. I don't even know if he knocks me out. So, yeah, I'll be right back with another one. Alright, I have another game right here. My opponent is very weak to my Nasty Plot Hydreigon. I definitely hope it isn't Scarf Togekiss, though. That would be a bit frustrating, but I do have the Scarf Rock Slide on my Mienshao to hopefully weaken that, and if I can Bullet Punch it into range, I can maybe sweep with Mienshao this game using High Jump Kick, but Grassy Glide is annoying. I can use Ferrothorn to respond, though. I think regarding the lead, Clef isn't bad, but I do need it for Urshifu, and I think he would lead off with the Araquanid, right? So I'm thinking Ferrothorn here is just the best option. I can go ahead and... well, I'll say Leech Seed first. Okay, that's fine. So now that we know he has that, I'm just going to go for Knockoff now. Unfortunately, I don't really have a way of preventing the webs, but the nice thing is a couple of my breakers here, like Vulcan and Hydreigon, aren't affected by them. And I think because Togekiss is on a webs team, it wouldn't be Scarf. I think Nox Spam is pretty safe. I'm never going to click Rocks, like it's just not worth the time. So we actually knock off Scarf on Urshifu? Yeah, I don't think it's Scarf Togekiss at all then. Let's get up Rocks here. Because the thing is, I could live a fighting move, and even though taking that hit would be a bit annoying against Rillaboom, Rocks are going to help out, especially if he goes out into this and just lets me Leech Seed. What's the big idea? You don't actually beat me down, man. And he goes for Iron Head. This guy's like over-predicting every turn. Like, did you not realize he had Mold Breaker, by the way? You hit my my Hydreigon on the Switch, dude. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. My opponent has a Rain Core going on, but then they have, like, some other Pokemon alongside it that don't really synergize with the Rain. I guess the Grassy Terrain recovery is nice for your Rain abusers that are all grounded, but it's gonna help me out as well, especially with Scizor. Thing is, I don't really switch into Kingdra at all, so I think what I'm gonna do is try to take advantage of the fact that when it's locked into a water move, I can get a kill with Hydreigon. Let's lead off with the... let's actually lead Hydreigon. I wanted to throw off a Draco against Pelipper, but I guess that's not happening. I'll go Clef here and try to knock off then. But... is that a custom profile picture? I don't think I've ever seen that. He's 1581. I'm over 100 points on this guy on the ladder, so I have to win. Like, if I lost this game, I would lose so many points, which would suck. But I can throw off a knockoff here. Hopefully he's not like Wish Thunder Wave. That would be really annoying, but he could be. The leftovers. He teleports it out into a Pokemon that's going to be on full health. Sure, dude. Why not? I guess it's going to be Jirachi. Yeah, out comes Jirachi. I'm going to get in my Ferrothorn here and try to get those rocks. He might have Fire Punch, but it's on Rain, so I don't even know if he would. If anything, he's like Healing Wish, Iron Head, U-turn sort of thing. So out comes Pelipper. I definitely don't want to have this take the hit, but I also don't have a flying resist, so we have to figure this out right now. I guess I'll just lead Sheed. Okay, that's really annoying. Like, I need help on this thing, and I would have been back at full with the damage on Pelipper. But I guess we'll just get rid of his Damp Rock for later. I'm a bit annoyed about that, though. Like, I should be way healthier than I am. So now I'll knock off. He's gonna go Rillaboom, I guess. Oh, he actually defogged. Weird option, because you did all the work to get up rocks, and now you're also giving me health back. So I'll go ahead and throw up my rocks now. And we're still relatively healthy. Like, I don't know if I take 2 hits from a Specs Kingdra, but we might be able to make this work. Oh, this is SD acrobatic stuff. Okay. I think Scissor can live one, but I have to hit this first. This could be annoying. Like, at the end of the day, Hydreigon will beat it unless he SDs up multiple times. But I think Volcarona can also just beat this using Bug Buzz too. So he actually just goes for Acro. Yeah, like, unfortunately, I think Ferrothorn's kind of a lost cause right here. I could keep it a bit healthy. He's gonna crit him. That actually sucks, because he would have been able to Drain Punch into somebody next turn. I might have gone hard Volcarona on it, but it would have been a risky play. The reason I would make that play, though, is because he has a Rain Team after all. Like, Volcarona's value isn't really there regardless, and if he did go for the Drain Punch, I could live a Grassy Glide after. Let's see what he does now, though. So he goes Pelipper again, which is just another Leech Seed for me. And he doesn't have a way to take it this time. So now what I can do is just go ahead and knock off here. And just continue spamming rocks, so... He finally opts to switch out into a mon that can actually threaten me. I'm gonna knock it. Yeah, because knocking off that Life Orb could actually go a long way. At the end of the day, Hydreigon is gonna be what's checking this, right? So... Here he would go for the knockoff. I'm gonna keep Clef because it can take a hit from Kingdra. And I think at this point just sack off my... Honestly, this? I don't know, what's the best play? I could go hard Hydreigon, but I don't want it to take a +2 knock, that would be bad. I don't think Mienshao is doing anything. So I'll just sack that off, then bring this in. We're gonna Nasty Plot. Yeah, he goes Clef, and now I can Flash Cannon into it and knock it out. Okay, good. That's really big game changing, because now he has to go Jirachi essentially. If he doesn't go Jirachi and flinch me down, then he loses. Because if he goes Pelipper, I get a free Draco kill, right? He goes Pelipper. I think you should have just gone for the Jirachi route, dude. That would have been better for you. So he goes Kingdra now. I guess it's going to click Draco, which shouldn't matter. If he clicks a water move, it's over here. Actually, let's think. Could I lose to Crawdaunt if I make this maneuver? Maybe. I'm actually going to scout his move with my Ferrothorn then. Let's not get careless if I don't have to. Because if he goes for Draco here, then I can knock off, and that would be really nice. He actually goes for Draco and misses, but I'm pretty sure I won this game no matter what. He goes Jirachi now. I'll be able to knock that. It was leftovers the entire time. So once this rain goes down, obviously, it's game. So I'll be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. My opponent does have a Volcarona, so I definitely want to keep my Scarfer. They also are going to lead Mew, because this team is just 6 setup mons, basically. Probably Rapid Spin SD, Drill, Belly Drum. Maybe Sub Belly Drum, but it could be Clangorous Soul. I don't even know what this is. Is it Power Herb, Sky Attack? Because there's no terrain support. Like, it's a weird team composition, but I think what I'm going to do is lead off with Mienshao and just U-turn on the Mew. Hopefully, if it's a red card, I get, like, Scizor. That would be perfect. I guess here I can just go Scizor on the Psyshock and U-turn out, like... Oh. So it's not even lead Mew. So maybe I should reassess. It's probably not even HO then. Okay, we're gonna get a Volcarona. If he wins the Speed Tie and has a Rock move, he just wins, but... Yeah. Oh wait, but he missed it. I didn't want to go Hydreigon because just based on the coverage he'd shown, I figured he could have Dazzling Gleam, and at least by going Volcarona, I had the potential to win a Speed Tie, but... I didn't expect a Flamethrower. I thought it would be like Psyshock Taunt had dual hazards or something. Anyway, very big, obviously. That's kind of lame. He doubles in his Volk. I didn't want to go Ferrothorn because the Helmet Chip could be good against Hawlucha later, and I can naturally take one move. But now he sort of compromised his Volcarona here, so... How is he doing the same damage to me with Fiery Dance that I'm doing with Flamethrower? That's kind of sad. Okay, but we just knocked that out too. I can still beat Azu. He goes to Drill. No, it's still not worth going out into that mon. So it's Sash. He goes for that. I bring this out. I'm keeping Clef for Hawlucha, of course. I mean, that should be obvious. Now what I do is bring out... honestly, Clef. Like, it's a pretty good play. And I'm hoping that Clef can... I'm gonna go Pharaoh here, obviously. If he doubles out, that's scary, but he doesn't. Because he knows he needs damage on Clef for these two, right? I'll just get up rocks at this point. Like, Belly Drum isn't scary because the moment he attacks me, Hydreigon will beat him down. Yeah, so that's in range. If he crits me here, he wins, but, I mean, we risk these, I guess. I don't want to, but I think we are. Okay, no crit. Actually, crit wouldn't have killed, but it would have been a double down, which actually might have been better. Yeah, we should be fine to just Moonblast twice for a game. I don't see how he stops me here. Oh, never mind, I do. Oh, but he didn't attack. He should have attacked. Maybe he could have won. Because he knocks me out and then he doesn't beat Mienshao 1v1. I guess if Mienshao lives one hit, like anything, I could just high jump kick twice, but now he should lose. Yeah, okay. Interesting one, but I'll be right back. Lord, I have another game right here. My opponent has an Urshifu, which is tricky, but Dragapult is even the trickier mon right here. That thing is a problem. I'm gonna lead off with my Mienshao. Okay, so I don't have a switch in. I think I should just knock off and sack. It would make it so hard to beat Dragapult, but I don't see a way that I deal with Aegislash of its choice specs right now, so let's go ahead and do this. Oh, it was a weakness policy, okay. That's fine, I don't mind that. Bring this in and go for Flamethrower. He might pivot Prim, but... oh, if I don't kill here, that's bad. I think I do, though. Okay, good. If I didn't kill, that would have been horrible. So out comes Prim. I'm going to make the Pharaoh play and knock off. I think that's Specs. Let's go ahead and knock off into Hatterene. And if this is Calm Mind, I have to figure out what I'm doing. So I think... I don't want to take a Mystical Fire, obviously. I need Clef for Urshifu. I'm considering just sacking this and then weakening him for Hydra. Let's just do that. Actually, let's go Scizor here and U-turn. He goes out into his Scizor. If I tried to Quiver Dance now, I couldn't win because Prim is at full, so let's go Hydra instead. I think I probably lose this one. Just these double fairies in that lead scenario kind of messed me up. But I'll click Flame. We actually just knock him out. Okay. I'm going to see if other Clef can take this thing. Like, I kind of have to hope it does. He goes for darts. He's sort of throwing. Like, I think he had a very easy path here, and now he's going to give me the specs too. So, Dragapult's still at full, which is the problem. So I think what I need to do is try to win with the Volk, but he also has Sucker Punch potentially. I get in on Sparkling Aria. I'm obviously banded. I just click BP. Put him very low. Low enough for a lot of my threats, which is the important thing. So I think the attack to knock him out with is Hydreigon's Flash Cannon, right? That's my best play. If this doesn't kill, I lose, but I think it does. It's a Life Orb and he's offensive. Okay, good. If that didn't kill, I would have been kind of sad, but I figured it would. So now he has to go, he actually, why? You don't live Draco, unless you're Scarf, in which case I should go Clef. No, but if you're Scarf, this doesn't do anything for me anyway. He's not Scarf. Yeah, I don't know what this guy was doing either. A lot of the opponents have been, like, playing really weird today. I don't get it, but... like, I'm not even low ladder either. I guess I just hit this while I can. Yeah, put him kinda low. This could actually get annoying. Let's think. So he's Big Root that I knocked. That's helpful, but I think what I actually have to do is bring this in and just spam Flamethrower. That did do enough. He should try to switch in theory, right? No, but that won't help him. Yeah, because, like, I just go Clef after anyway and win. So now it comes to this. I just Psychic. Oh, if he's Steel Wing, could I lose? Maybe. He knocks me out. I think I live a +1 Steel Wing because I'm max Fizz Def, but if that's the case, you should have Dragon Danced again. No, it's Phantom Force. I'll live that. Yeah, I would have loved like a +3 Phantom Force. Clef doesn't die to that. Yeah. So maybe a +3, but I would definitely would have lived after one more, so yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so my opponent has a Dragapult, and against my team that's never a good sign, but we might be able to beat it. I mean, we beat all the other ones, but I don't even think I played that well against them. It was more so my opponent messing up, but we can try to beat it here. I think this is a good idea. I can U-turn, scout the item, and go Ferrothorn. I hope it's not Helmet. It's not, okay. It's a leftovers, like they should be in this metagame. I can go for Stealth Rocks. Out comes a Dragapult on a hard switch, so we're gonna go Clef. It does have Flamethrower. Good thing that I scouted. I'm gonna knock here. He shouldn't Willow. He should go Zone or Corviknight, yeah. So we get rid of the specs. Could be... That's actually pretty bad. Like, maybe I should have had him locked into one move, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and get in this Mon. Let's make a play this time. Okay, good. That's the Dragapult out of the way. Ah, that Spit F drop though. That's so annoying. Alright, well. You can have this one, I guess. Maybe I live? Okay, I do. That's annoying though. Like, I would have been healthier and been able to soft boil, but it's whatever. Like, it's fine. He's gonna go Zone here and Volt. That's his best play. He's sort of in a bad spot against my Hydreigon, if you didn't notice, because of the way he played it. Yeah, this doesn't have the speed tier for me. Powdon's low enough. Like, he just doesn't beat my Hydreigon in theory. Especially if he goes out into Groudon. But actually, we're gonna go Scizor first and U-turn. Because I don't want to take, like, an Aqua Jet, and I don't want to Draco into potentially Corviknight. So out comes Corviknight. We're gonna bring this in here and just Flamethrower it. Oh wow, it died. Okay. Goes Groudon again. I think this is going to try to SD sweep me now, so I'm just going to Bug Buzz. If he Jets, that's like whatever. I shouldn't lose. Yeah, but he should try to SD sweep me. That was his better play. So I'll be right back. Alright, well I should have stopped because now we're playing full stall with a Ditto, and he has a Scarm Blisscore, which walls all of my Pokemon. Like Hydreigon and Volk get walled by Blissey, Mienshao and Scizor get walled by Scarm, so... Yeah, this one's gonna be fun. Let's knock off first, and then go for the Flamethrower after. Yeah, I want that helmet out of the way, like, immediately. That's really good for me. I can Flamethrower now. Just spam it a bit. Like, he's actually put Scarm low, which I think is a mistake, because he's not even netting health right now. So that's really nice for me. I'm never gonna let him roost. So I'm just gonna knock here. He might Thunder Wave me, but that's like whatever against Clef. I don't care about that. I'm just happy that I was able to put Scarm low and whatnot. I don't know if he has Flamethrower. I'm gonna try to get up. Actually, he could go Hatterene. Let's just Zyra Ball first. Like, if he makes this play, I can lead sheet it and then get up. Actually, let's go for Rocks first. Because I want to make sure that I get them up instead of clicking them into Hatterene. So let's lead sheet now. Get my health back. I need to knock the... Actually, did I already knock Blissey? No, I didn't. Because he pivoted Clef after. I need to get Blissey in range of, like, Draco from Hydreigon, and then I can win, but... That's not an easy task. Depending on the Clefable's ability, too, this could be bad, because if it's unaware... What is he thinking about? You just stay into Spike again. Like, you want to get up all 3 because I don't have Hazard Control, right? That's the best play. I mean, he doesn't necessarily know that I don't have Hazard Control. Hydreigon or Scizor could both have it. Even Volcarona, technically, but they're all really weird defoggers. So he lets me hit Clef again. Clef is now pretty low, but he can just heal it. Unless it's a Wish, but it is soft-boiled. Okay, can I crit it? No crits are happening, okay. Yeah, this one's looking bad. Like, very bad. Okay. I'm trying to catch a switch, but he's just content with staying in, I guess. I guess Hazard Stack is a bigger deal than I thought. Alright, we're gonna go Hydreigon now. Flash Cannon will kill this. I just don't know if I put Blissey low enough. Okay, we got rid of Clef, which is something. If I Nesty Plot up to +6, I actually get another kill, I think. Let's just do it now. He's not gonna go hard, Ditto. Okay, I really hope this can kill. It's +6 Life Orb. Good. That's really important. So out comes the Ditto. Obviously, it's gonna click Flash Cannon here. I could keep this, I guess. I don't really want to. So it opts to go for Flamethrower. At +4, huh? But the thing is, it's slower than my Mienshao. The thing is, I don't know if I want to take a hit with that Mon. Could Clef come in and live? Because if it can, that's nice. Do I want to take that hit, though? Let's just calc it. Because he's not Life Orb, right? He's, let's see, Hydreigon. Flamethrower. So that's a Life Orb. 92, 78 to 92. Off of just that, okay. Sol Moonblast here. If he gives this to me, it's over to Volk, so he's not going to do that, obviously. I'm going to knock off this thing's item and use this as sleep fodder. Is he actually opts to Sludge Bomb? Okay, sure. There's that. He's low now, though. So this is obviously nice. I'm going to click U-turn. And basically the plan is pick off everybody with this thing. Flamethrower here. I don't think he beats my Volcarona at all. Yeah, especially if he goes hard Hatterene and sacks that to keep the 30% Amoonguss. So he's gonna go Ditto. I could honestly just attack. Yeah, that's fine. I actually critted, but this was a guaranteed win. I had too many tools in the back to put that Ditto low enough, so... yeah, that's gonna be this game right here. Hydreigon came through. That was really nice. Yeah, we'll stop after that stall win. That was annoying. It was actually not that annoying. Like, Hydreigon really made this doable. Dude, you lost. Can you just leave? Like, this game's over. Alright, well, we're going to stop here then, because he does not want to forfeit, apparently. Obviously, that game is over, and I don't want to have you guys sit here for nothing, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Later.